So yes, I have absolutely no business having any sort of plant wish list right now, because in the next couple of videos you're going to see I'm going to do another plant purge, and so I don't need to be adding anything new to my collection. That doesn't mean I don't have one, and that doesn't mean I don't like to look at pretty plants, and that you don't like to look at pretty plants. So, in today's video, we're going to be going over my 2026 plant wish list. I have some new things on there. I'm carrying some things over from the last one, and we can just look at pretty plants together and just like guffaw over them. Sound like a plan? Cool. Before we get into that though, I want to say if you're new here and you don't know me already, hi, my name is Emma and I make houseplanty content all over the internet. So if you want to follow along with my houseplanty journey and maybe learn something along the way, stick around, watch some more of my videos, and subscribe to my channel. Oh my god, I almost forgot my intro. Again, can you tell I've not been like filming regularly lately? If you are not new here, welcome back. I really appreciate you returning. Now let's get into my wish list. I have it on my phone here. I'm going to pop it on the screen here as well, and we can look at these things together because they're freaking gorgeous. So, I do also want to say I am not actively searching for any of these things. It's more like if they come my way in this year, that would be great. They're things that I would like to try, or I've been like thinking about for a while and like would love to get my hands on, but I'm not actively searching, especially because right now it is winter, it is cold outside. Like, I'm pretty sure every plant shop I've seen on Instagram is like, bro, we're not shipping for a little while because it's too freaking cold. It's like freezing at night, literally 0 degrees Celsius freezing. And so I am definitely not going out and actively looking for these plants, but also, I mean, you know, I don't know if I'll actively look for them later in the year either. Who knows? I just kind of like, there's things that I really like, okay? That's how we're gonna do it. So, the first plant on this list, and this was actually inspired by Kaylee Ellen and actually several of my patrons as well, saying that it is a fairly easy plant to take care of, even though it doesn't look like it would be. It is the blue oil fern, and this one is so cool. In general, I am not fantastic with ferns, but I have heard this is an easier fern to take care of than other ferns out there. Oh my god, literally this picture is Kaylee Ellen's. Like, look at that. It is so freaking beautiful with those like shiny metallic blue leaves. Fantastic. I feel like, yeah, we've got like the Cebu blue and like that plant is blue, but it's not blue. It's not actually blue, is it? This plant is blue, and I really feel like it would be a fun addition to my collection in the new year. It's not something that I have ever had before, ever tried before, but I just feel like it looks like a fun time, and it looks like something that I would like to give a go to try things out. I feel like I'm at the point in my plant collecting journey where I'm looking for these sort of weird and wonderful plants that are like cool and different, and that I might not have had the confidence to give a go to a couple years back when I was sort of just starting out. I say just starting out a couple years back. It was like 6 or 7 years ago that I was starting to collect plants, which seems crazy. But like, I feel like I'm at the point now where I could give things like this a try. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it does look like a really cool, fun one. So it's on the list and I like it. This next one is a fairly new addition to the list. I feel like I only discovered it end of 2025, even though like they're out there, but it is the Alocasia venom, which starts out growing like this tiny little thing. That's probably the size that I would be getting it to start with. And then it goes into this like huge, crazy, like warpy, like almost Alocasia poly mix, stingray mix, silver beautifulness. Like, what is not to love about that? I think that they are so cool and pretty. Again, weird. I feel like these have this very distinct characteristics, and that's not, it's not something that you see every day. And like, in general, I'm an Alocasia girly. I've got my Alocasia on my top here. They're just so pretty and cool, and I feel like this is such a fun mutation that I really want to get it in 2026, if I possibly can. If I can't, that's fine. Maybe I'll try and grow it from a corm if I can find one of them, but I feel like these are still like relatively new to the like indoor plant scene. They're not like super duper common everywhere yet, and so maybe they're not quite like accessible. So who knows if it'll happen, but I'm obsessed. I've also got a couple of variegated alocasias on this list because I feel like they're definitely coming down in price a whole lot more. I feel like variegated alocasias boomed in 2025. They were like becoming much more available and like popular, and because of that, so many places are tissue culturing them and stuff now, like all up in Asia. And so getting my hands on variegated alocasias might be easier in this year, and the prices are probably going to drop a little bit more. I've been holding out, let's be honest. I have been taking my sweet time and not just getting every single variegated alocasia that I come across, because one, I can't afford it, and two, I can't be bothered with the pink or yellow ones. But this is the variegated alocasia ninja. Y'all, look at those leaves. I love this sort of creamy white against the black velvet. Also, I can't wait to like feel one day the like velvetiness of the white parts, because like you don't really see white velvet plants. I feel like normally like philodendrons, if they're velvety, they're a sort of darker color. So yeah, I just really like that this one specifically is white variegated, because I was thinking about the like black velvet, because I love that plant as well, but the variegated one of that is a pink version. I mean, this one's still the ninja, but like that one's more of a pink, and I don't want this sort of pinkiness in there. I would much prefer this sort of, oh, a splash. I don't know if I like the splash as much. I think I prefer, I mean, even this amount of variegation. Like, I don't know why I love like very minimally variegated plants, but like I feel like this is the sort of quintessential variegation on the ninja that I would like the most. Like, look at that. It's so pretty. Also, the silver dragon variegated, but within that, I want the elbowy creamy one that's here in the bottom of this image rather than the Aurea. I do not want the Aurea variegation. I do not like the Aurea variegation. I want this lovely elbowness to it. I think that looks so cool. It's so pretty. I mean, I don't mind if it's more like sectoral like this or more mottled like this. It doesn't really matter to me. I just think they're so cool and pretty. And again, I have a feeling that these are going to be more and more available on the market in 2026, and like the cost will come down. They'll become more accessible. That's kind of what I'm here for. I'm not the kind of person who goes out and buys really expensive plants all the time. I can't afford to do that. And also I'd be too scared to do that in case I lose them. I don't know, I'm just like super cautious because I don't want to buy expensive things and then have them die. So if I could get one of these this year at like a decent price, I would not be opposed. Maybe even getting like it from tissue culture, like a small one, because that's what I did with my variegated dragon scale, and I really like that one. So that's a possibility. Who knows? I just think they're really pretty. Oh my god, that's a cool dragon scale. Mint variegated. Okay, I don't need another variegated dragon scale, but the silver dragon, absolutely. Look at that. Okay, apparently I've just lumped all the alocasias together in this list, but this next one is the Alocasia Zebrina reticulata. Oh my god. I talked about how I took my, like the average Zebrina off of my wish list in 2025 because I just don't feel like I need it anymore. I like the zebra stems, but I have plenty of other alocasias that have the zebra stems. I don't need the plain one, but the reticulata, do you see how cool that leaf is? And I was trying to look in these pictures whether or not they are sort of like barbed fuzzy leaves like the Jacqueline, because they kind of give Alocasia Jacqueline without the like lobes on it, or like the spine, rib cage, I don't know what you want to call it, lobes, because they sort of give that vibe with the leaf pattern, but I don't think that they are textured. But I mean, I don't know if I care because I think they're so pretty, and like I just love that leaf, and I feel like it looks so different to any other sort of alocasia that I have in my collection, at least. I don't know, is it too similar to the Jacqueline? I feel like it's not. I feel like it's like a completely different thing. Because like, look at those veins. Oh, and they get so big as well. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I've justified it, and it's got the beautiful Zebrina stems, which I love. So if I could get one of them, that would be freaking awesome. Oh my gosh, I didn't quite realize how many alocasias I have on this list. But similarly, but still different, it's still a Zebrina, but I really want the Zebrina black stem. I have wanted this one for ages. This has been on my wish list for quite a long time. I decided to keep this one on my wish list, whereas I took the like normal Zebrina off and switched it for something else, because I don't think I have any alocasias that have these sort of insane black stems. Like, as the little goth plant girly that I am, I want every single one of these. I think they're so cool. And I really haven't seen these around much. And like, I feel like they used to, like in maybe like 2020 or 2021, they used to be about in like shops. I swear to God. And now I haven't really seen them in quite a long time. So I don't even know if they're still like on the market really or not, but I would really love to get my hands on one still. I think it'd be really cool. And then the last alocasia on my wish list, sorry, there's so many, I'm obsessed, okay, is the Alocasia longiloba silver. And this was another one that I am pulling forward from previous lists because I still really want it. It is still such a beautiful one. Look at these leaves. I love a silver plant as well. Y'all know that. I think these are so cool. I want one. Oh my God. I think this is a really cool plant and I really want it, and I love the blue silveriness to these leaves. I think it'd be an amazing addition to my collection. So I want it. Please give it to me now, yesterday. I don't know. I also don't really see these like on sale all that much. So like maybe they're available, maybe they're not. I don't know if any of this is attainable. Who knows? I might not even get any of these this year, but who knows? I like finding out at the end of the year how much I actually like ticked off my wish list. And so that is why I make these sorts of videos, other than to look at really beautiful plants. Another new one to this list that again was inspired by Kaylee Ellen, because I was watching her like tissue culture videos and she showed this Monstera that I was literally obsessed with. So it's a sort of variegated Monstera. It's the Monstera bulbasaur. Holy cow, this thing is so cool. I feel like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like minty almost, but it's not the mint. It's still got like little bits of sectoral. It looks like a bulbasaur. Like this, it makes sense. But this sort of like sectoral, creamy, whitey variegation, I am here for it. I would like it, please. And according to Kaylee Ellen, they have like drastically dropped in their TC price as well lately. So it's possible that these are going to go down even more in 2026 in price. So maybe it'll be something that's attainable. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Like y'all know that I got rid of my like normal Albo Monstera in 2025. And so there's not necessarily been a void there. Like I don't feel like I need it, but I do really like the look of this one, I think more than the normal Albo, just like based off of the way these, like, the mottling of the variegation is. I don't know, I just think it's so pretty. And I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like all of these ones are the, like, Deliciosa style rather than the Borsigiana, which I feel like most Monstera Albos are Borsigianas, which I didn't necessarily like that growing pattern. I much prefer this sort of crazy big leaf type, personally, like aesthetically. So like I said, who knows if it'll happen, but you know, they're pretty. So in 2025, I checked off one of the variegated Hoya polyneuras. I checked off the outer variegated one, but I also want to tick off the inner variegated one. That one is still on the list, and I still am adamant that I would love to put them together in a joint pot. I still really want the inner variegated one. I think that they're so freaking beautiful. It kind of looks like the like patterning of the Crimson Princess, but in a polyneura. I think it's so cool, and I think it would look really nice. Oh look, that's mine. That's my plant. Yeah, so if I could put them together, oh my god, also, that's so cool. Why is that one gone so white? I really like that. I swear there was, yeah, just like, look how nice they look together. They just look so pretty together. Why wouldn't I want to put them in the same pot? So this is one that I genuinely feel like I probably will get in 2026. I just feel like it's the year I've had it on my wish list for so many years now that it's time. It's time to actually get this one. I'm not gonna, like I said, search for it right now. It is far too cold, far too wintry, but maybe come springtime I can add one of these to my list. The only other Hoya on my wish list, which is crazy, I can't believe both of my wish list Hoyas are polyneuras, is the polyneura jasminca. This one is so freaking cool. Also, sorry, in a video a couple ago, I called it a Gisenia. I'm dyslexic. They both started with J and ended with A. It was the same word in my mind, but it's the jasminca. Oh my goodness, it's like an outer variegated and a brochet had a baby, and I just like, it's so cool. They're so splashy and fun, and like, imagine this in my pot as well, or put this in the pot with the brochet. I don't know, I just love mixing like variegated and or like different forms of variegation of the same plant in a singular pot. I just think it looks really nice, and I really like this one. I think it's so cool and different and weird and fun and splashy. It like takes all of the elements of Hoyas that I like and it puts them all together in one plant, and I'm like, absolutely freaking love this. So maybe I'll be able to get a jasminca this year, maybe I won't. Either way, I absolutely love it. I only have one begonia on my wish list as well. I mean, there's probably more out there, but like, I'm trying to be very mindful of what I add, because I feel like I had my huge begonia year, I don't know, in 2024, 2025, and I absolutely love them. I love the begonias I have, but I'm trying to be really picky with the ones that I add to my collection, because I don't just want to like go crazy, because I feel like I'm the kind of person who, when I find a genus that I really like, I like want every single one of them, and I can't grow every single one of them because they're not all the exact same plant, and so I'm learning about myself, and so there's probably more begonia out there that I would absolutely love to add to my collection, but one that I am certain I want to add is the Begonia ferox. It is the cool, crazy, spiky goth one that is just so fun. And I used to think that I would absolutely hate this plant, and I think that was before I got into begonia more fully. But I think it's so cool, and again, the like little goth girl in me loves it and would love to add it to my collection. I love the spikes. I love that they're black. I think it's such a cool one. And one of the things I'm trying to do in 2026 is get better at rhizomaceous begonia, which I think the ferox is a rhizomaceous one. Pretty sure. And so I feel like getting one that I think is this cool would be a perfect way to like get into it a little bit more and try really hard. Oh my god, look how big that is. It's so pretty. Okay, yeah, I'm just obsessed. And like, again, I feel like I was seeing these everywhere a few years back, and since I've been like looking, quote unquote, not really, but like since I've had one in mind that I would want to add to my collection, I've not seen them anywhere. And I'm like, excuse me, what happened? They were everywhere before. Why have they suddenly stopped existing as soon as I'm thinking about it? Like, why? Either way, I really want one. I think they're really pretty, and I would love to add one to my collection in 2026. This is one that I saw when I was plant shopping in the US, and I was not able to bring it home, obviously, because I can't bring plants internationally. I don't have a phytosanitary certificate, passport, business. I can't do it. But when I was plant shopping in the US, I saw this Scindapsus called the Mount Salak. Oh my goodness, I freaking love it. It's kind of tricolor vibes, but like cloudier almost. I feel like, I don't know how to describe it other than like a silver cloud mixed with a tricolor, but I am obsessed with it. I think it would look amazing in my big like Scindapsus pot. I think it is such a fun, cool one, and like there's not even that many like online here. This is a variegated one. Yeah, that's a variegated one. I don't know, but it's just one that I've never seen before, but I genuinely think that I need to be adding it to my collection because it is so pretty. Look at that leaf. Who wouldn't want that leaf? I don't know. I want it. That's a good one. Yeah. This plant actually was re-added to my wish list because I got a cutting of it in 2025 at the end of the year, and unfortunately that cutting did not didn't survive. It is the variegated syngonium chiapense. I would love that. I have the non-variegated one growing behind. That one is fantastic so far. I really love it, but I would love to, again, joint pot it with the variegated one. I think that would look really, really beautiful, because a person very, very kindly sent like a cutting to me, and their plant would go variegated, non-variegated, variegated, non-variegated leaves, and unfortunately the variegated leaf on it just decided it wanted to totally die off, and I don't even know if it's rooting in there. I need to like check fully, but I kind of think that I would prefer a little bit more of a mixed bag. I don't think I would want it to be going half and half and half, like a half moon leaf, sure, but I much prefer this sort of mottledy variegation, at least in these. So if I could get one that was a bit more mixed up in the variegation, I would absolutely love that. I would absolutely love to add that to my collection, and you know, it's just really pretty, and I like it. And then finally, the last plant on my wish list is another one that I'm carrying over from previous years. It is the Anthurium Dock Block Michelle. I have wanted one of these for a while, but they're still very expensive, at least here in the UK. You can't get them in a big box store. You can get them in like independent plant shops, but they're gonna cost you a pretty penny, like 130 for a leaf this big. I just can't bring myself to take that plunge, so I'm hoping over time this year they might like become even more available and I might be able to get my hands on one. I just really, really like these dark, like velvety leaves with the red veins. I think that that is so fun and so different. I'm not hugely a pink plant person, and like this is probably a little bit too much. I don't think I need it to be this intense. This is the Zara X Michelle X Zara. That's a little bit too much, but this sort of like a little bit of pinking in the veinations, I would absolutely love to have. So will it happen in 2026? I don't know. Will any of these things happen this year? I don't know. Probably. The likelihood is high. I feel like whenever I put out these videos as well, like people message me and are like, I have this one, would you want to trade, or like, do you want to buy it off me, or can I send it to you? And I'm like, yeah. Obviously it's not the time of year to be sending plants, so right now not the time, but in the future I would definitely love to be potentially swapping for some of these, because as well, I'm not trying to spend loads of money on plants. I feel like I'd rather spend money on taking care of the ones that I have and keeping the ones that I have growing well. So if I could swap for them, that would be my preferred method of attaining them. So those are my thoughts. Those are my wish list plants. I hope you enjoyed. I would love to hear what's on your wish list as well. Do you have any of these plants on your wish list? Have you added any of these plants to your wish list now that I've shown them to you? If so, sorry, but also not sorry, because they're so pretty. Like, I want everyone to have them, including myself. So let me know your wish list down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment on other houseplanty things you'd like me to talk about in the future, and subscribe for more. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to keep growing. Bye!